It was nearly midnight when Claire Thompson returned to the old wooden bridge, the place she had avoided for almost 6 years. The river below was calm, carrying tiny reflections of the moon as if it remembered everything that had happened there. Claire was now 25, a university graduate and an aspiring photographer. But tonight, she wasn't here for photos. She was here for closure. Or so she thought. 1. The first meeting. 6 years earlier, Claire was a shy high school senior with a backpack full of books and a heart full of doubt. She always crossed this bridge on her way home, hoping no one would notice how invisible she felt. But one rainy afternoon, someone finally did. A boy, tall, charming, soaked from the rain, stood under the wooden roof of the bridge, trying to protect a stack of papers in his hands. "Hey, do you have a pen?" he asked with a grin. "Mine died a heroic death in the rain." Claire hesitated, then handed him a blue pen. He laughed. "Lifesaver. I'm Daniel Foster." That was the beginning. From that day, the bridge became their place. Their conversations stretched from school stress to favorite movies, from dreams to fears. Claire learned he wanted to be an engineer. Daniel learned she wanted to travel the world with a camera. They were young, they were naive, and for a moment they believed nothing could break them. But life rarely protects young hearts. One warm night, Daniel stood on the bridge with shaking hands. He said, "My father got a job in Chicago. We're leaving next week." Claire felt the world tilt under her feet. "Then stay in touch," she whispered. "We will make it work." Daniel nodded, eyes filled with hope. But long-distance love is a difficult teacher. At first, texts and late-night calls kept them alive. Then messages became shorter, calls less frequent. Weeks passed without hearing from him. And one day, silence. No explanation, no goodbye. Just gone. Claire tried to move on, but a piece of her remained on that bridge. 3. The return. Now standing in the quiet night, Claire whispered into the wind, "I'm finally letting go." But a familiar voice behind her said, "Claire?" She froze. Daniel stood there, older, tired, but undismissibly him. His hair slightly messy, his jacket damp from the night air. His eyes filled with something between guilt and longing. What are you doing here?" she breathed. "I came back 6 months ago," he said softly. "I've been trying to find the courage to see you." Claire looked down at the river, fighting old wounds. "You disappeared, Daniel. You broke everything." He stepped closer. "I know. My mom got sick, Claire. Really sick. I couldn't juggle everything. School, work, home, us. I thought you deserved better than someone who was barely holding himself together." Claire's anger softened into a painful ache. "You should have at least told me," she whispered. Daniel nodded, eyes wet. "I was scared and stupid, and I regretted it every day." The bridge fell silent, except for the river carrying moonlight downstream. 4. The choice. Daniel reached out his hand just like he used to. "I don't expect forgiveness, but I do want a chance to explain. And maybe try again, if you let me. Claire looked at his hand. Her heart thumped like it did 6 years ago. The memories, the laughter, the pain, they all echoed through her mind. Finally, she drew a slow breath. I'm not the same girl you left behind, but maybe we can start with coffee. Daniel smiled, a soft, hopeful smile. I'd like that. Side by side, they walked off the bridge, leaving behind the ghosts of their younger selves. And for the first time in years, Claire felt something she thought she had lost forever: hope.